In terms of today's session, so it's part 2 of the Contract Recruitment Academy. We're going through e-signatures and CRM automation. We're going to go through how you can sign and seal deals faster with our sign request integration. We're going to go through how you can send documents to your clients, whether they be terms of business, NDAs, MSAs, any doc you need to send to a client that requires a signature. We'll show you how. And then we'll show you CRM automation and workflows. These are quite new features, so you might not have seen them. Some of you might be using them, but not using to the full capability. We'll go through and make sure in this half-an-hour session you come out of it knowing how to use them. I think that's it from my side. Donna and Lynn, what do you think? Should we get cracking?
Yeah, absolutely. I did notice that there's a few names there of people that are currently onboarding with VINNY. So welcome if it's your first webinar. So this will really help you decide how you're going to configure your site in the first couple of weeks. So welcome. Good to see you guys.
Just before we start into the actual content, we'd love to know, how are you currently doing signatures? How are you getting things signed? There's a poll going to appear on your screen in a second. We'd just love to know, are you using sign requests now or any other kind of signature tools? Are you doing it manually? Let us know in the poll on the screen. Cool. So results coming in. Majority looks like it is manual. We have got a few doing it already in VINNY with sign requests. We've got quite a lot using DocuSign, Adobe Sign. But I think the majority here is manual. So hopefully in the next 30 minutes, we'll change your mind and get you using the VINNY tool. Okay, great. So to start us off, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to jump into Vincere and we're going to start on a distribution list. Okay, so I'm in the Vincere CRM now. I'm in contacts on the left-hand side, and I'm actually in a distribution list called clients with the authority. Again, hopefully you know where I'm going with this theme. As you can see, this CRM is configured by yourselves. So this top chevrons, or these top chevrons, might look slightly different in your site than you're seeing now. I've got an all clients, I've got a clients engaged or met, I've got a term signed, and I've got a client with jobs and placements. So fully configured by yourselves. And again, we'll share with you how to do that after the call. In terms of this distribution list, I've got a few different clients in here, okay? The client we're going to use today is the infamous Jackie Weaver, okay? So I'm going to go to the quick view, and we're on Jackie Weaver's profile. What a woman. Does she have the authority, Donna? Who knows?
Who knows? We shall see by the end of today.
We will indeed. So we're on Jackie's profile as a contact, and you know what? We need to send terms out. We want to really start working with Handful Council. We want to work with Jackie. So we need to send terms out to her. Probably wondering, how do I do this? All you have to do in Vincere is go to Actions, top right-hand corner, and then go into Send Document, okay? That then takes you into a really nice workflow where you can basically build these documents and build these terms of business out of the system. The first section here is an email template, fully configured by yourselves. You change the look and feel here, the branding, and the contacts email is automatically populated. You then choose Next. That then takes you into a preview of the document. So this is my standard terms of business that I've got in the system. But remember, guys, this is a template. So this can be anything you guys want. You can have different terms for perm, different terms for contract or exec search or interim, different logos, different brands. It really is fully configured by yourself.
NDAs, Matt? NDAs?
NDAs, yeah. MSAs, anything you want. If you want to choose a different template, you would just go to the drop down and just change the relevant template you want. Or if you want to actually make a change to the document, so maybe Jackie's got very good negotiation skills. She does have the power, she has the authority. And we've got maybe, lower fees or high fees. You can come through if you've got permission and edit this document. And essentially now, this is like you being in Word and just making a change to the doc. So I can go through, I can format this, I can do bold, tables, underline, all the different bits in here. And what we've got is wildcards. So these are basically your variables, your mail merge fields. So it automatically populates all the key details for me. So really, I don't have to do anything unless I want to make a change. When you're happy, you can go back to update, and then it takes you back into that workflow. So now I've got my terms of business, my NDA, whatever it may be. I'm ready to sign it, send it out. All I do is hit next. That then automatically, the sequence goes to my client, Jackie Weaver. And then for the counter signatory, so every document must have the client and then me as the recruiter, or Donna, whoever it may be. You can choose who you want the counter to be. Okay, so in this instance, Jackie is going to sign it first. When she's signed it, and only when she's signed it, that will be sent to Donna as the counter to go through and sign that doc. When you're happy, all you do, hit next. If you want, you can link this to the job. So when it's been signed by all parties, it'll actually link that physical document, that signed terms, to the job as well. When you're happy, good to go, all you do, hit send. And that's all you need to do. That now triggers out the email directly to Jackie Weaver, and Jackie can now view that on mobile. She can view that on the web, on tablets, on iPads, and she can sign that virtually in real time. And we'll show you that process now. So that's now been sent over to Jackie Weaver as the contact. If I now go into Jackie's emails, so Jackie Weaver, here we go, you'll see the email has arrived in real time. Remember, this is fully configured by yourself. You guys set the look and feel, the branding for this. All Jackie now has to do is hit review document, okay? That's going to open up a new tab. Again, sound like a broken record, but fully configured by yourselves. You add your own logos, you add your own colors, and then she can see the doc that we've just sent. All she has to do is press the orange arrow. That's going to take her straight to the signature. And then essentially, as you can see, right where she has to sign. So Jackie is the Zoom chairperson. She just left clicks. She types in her signature. Again, if she's already got an account, she can save this. She doesn't have to fill this in every time. Jackie Weaver, like so. She can choose the different style she wants. And then when she's happy, all she does is hit finalize, accept the terms and conditions of sign request, and sign. Job done. That's all she's had to do. So easy. As Donna mentioned, that's gone to Donna now. So that's now basically Jackie's finished her role. It goes to the counter signatory. In this case, it's Donna. It can be your MD, it can be your team lead, it can be anybody you want, in all honesty. And then Donna will now sign that document. In terms of, while Donna's kind of waiting for the email to
on it, Matt. I'm on
land
it.
in her inbox, she's on it. She's on it. Good.
My fingers are not fast enough. Bear with. Carry on.
What you can do though, guys, is that's now been sent, and I want to track the status of it. So I don't know if Donna's got it or Jackie's got it. I have no idea. What you can do is go to the quick view. Okay, go back to actions, and then drop down into send document. Now you'll see status. So we can see it's been signed by Jackie Weaver on the 3rd of March at 11 minutes past 12. It's been viewed by Donna at the same time, 11 minutes past 12. Donna was very quick at that one. And then if we refresh this, it'll come through when it's been signed by all parties. It will say signed in here, and it will save the actual physical document in here. At this point though, what I'd like to show you is a very new feature I've been sharing, is the CRM automation, okay? So at the very beginning, we noticed those different chevrons. We had an all clients, we had a clients engaged and met, we had a term signed, and then we had a client with jobs and placements. If Jackie's now signed our terms, and we need to track that in Vincere, she's signed the terms, ready to move forward with this client, all you've got to now do as a user, as a consultant, is go to actions and then add a comment, okay? Come in here, add a comment, add your terms of business key details. So for example, I can write
hang on a minute. What? Stop.
I thought you'd like that one, Donna.
There's no way your fingers are that fast, Matt.
So I wish they were.
What just happened?
This is a really cool Chrome extension called Textblaze. Okay, so it's completely free of charge. It's on the Chrome Web Store. Lindor is going to drop the link to the Chrome, to the Chrome Web Store in the chat now. Essentially, you build templated responses in here. So I can see I've got the date and time. I've got my standard terms agreed. I can put agreed with line manager. I can put yes in there. My line manager is Lloyd Toomer, and I can write any additional clauses in here. So it's a really nice way for you to get standardized, I guess, comments for the business.
Really good.
What do you think of that, Donna?
Love it. Absolutely love it.
So it's a real time saver, real good for efficiencies. You can use it for terms. You can use it for interview feedback. You can use it for pre-registration, BD calls, anything you want where you want a kind of a templated text format. You can use Textblaze for that. And in this case, I'm using it for terms of business. Then I can choose the activity. Remember, fully configured by yourselves. So for example, I now need to add a KPI. I need to add the action of Jackie Weaver signing my terms of business. Just watch what's going to happen now, guys. Okay, so Jackie Weaver is currently at the all client stage. As soon as I save the terms, I save this KPI, like magic, automatically, Jackie is now at the terms signed chevron. So we now know we've signed terms, the terms are on her profile to view, and we can start working with her for a role. And again, just to show you where that is, we go back to actions, we go to send document, and we can see signed by both parties. You can also view the document from within here. So this is like one click, one click, one click, and we've done a huge amount of actions in here. And then there's that signed doc with the signatures on the bottom, time stamped and date stamped. It's a really, really nice way to get any type of client document out to your contacts. Donna, anything I've missed there?
No. I think lots of you won't know about the CRM automation. So it's super simple to set up, and I believe Lynn has dropped the article in the chat to let you know how to set up those triggers and those automations within your CRM, so you no longer have to manually move those contacts through the sales pipeline. It will be done automatically. And of course, if that's one of your KPIs or your goals, then that will have just chalked up a KPI for TOB sent as well. So everything's happening all at the same time in one big bang for you guys.
Absolutely. And that's it, guys, for client documents. As mentioned, terms, NDAs, MSAs, anything you want, that's the workflow. For now, though, we've signed terms with Jackie Weaver. We obviously want to start working with her for a particular role. What we can now do is go to, again, staying on the quick view, go to jobs, and we've got a role here. So chief chairperson for their Zoom meetings. Who's going to get this new role? I hear that it's vacant recently. So all you need to do is click through to the job. That's going to take you into this job. And now we've signed terms, we can start actively working the role. And because I was quite confident she was going to sign the terms, I've already got a candidate waiting, okay? So I've got a candidate in my offered pending stage, offer received, called Susan Radkins. If I want to do the exact same process with e-signatures, documents, contracts, all I do is I go into my offer. So any of you that already use VINNY, I'm sure you already know about the offered in the place screen. This is the key details about the role, make sure the salary is correct, pay rate, the charge rate, the key details. At this point, if I want to send a contract out to Susan Radkins, all I do is go to Actions, top right-hand corner. I can send out a client contract if I want, but in this case, I'm going to send a candidate contract, send choose offer to candidate, and you'll probably notice the look and feel here. It's exactly the same look and feel as we looked at a second ago. The only difference is it's now in orange. Remember, orange in VINNY always mean candidates, whereas blue always means contacts. Same email, you can configure this if you like. You can have different email templates as well for different types of recruitment you do. Hit next, you can then preview that document. Again, this is a template I've got in there with wildcards built in. So everything in blue are your variables, are your mail merge fields. But of course, feel free to have different docs in here for limited companies or perm or PAYE, depends on the type of recruitment you do. And if you need to edit it, again, all you do, edit document, make a change, and then hit save. Same as before, that will automatically go to the candidate, Susan Radkins. When the candidate signed it, it will then automatically go to Donna as the counter. And then when we're happy, hit send, and that then gets triggered off in the same way as before. What's really nice about this particular workflow now, though, is if I go back into the offer, so we've still got offer pending, we're waiting for the various parties to sign them. As a user, as a consultant, if I click back into here, we're back in the exact same screen we looked at a second ago. What you'll see now is a really nice status report in the top right-hand corner. So I can see waiting for Susan to sign it, and then when she signed it, it'll go through to Donna to do the counter signatory. You can, when you're in here, refresh, and you can see that was sent to Suzanne at 17 minutes past 12 today. You can send reminders if they haven't signed it. You can also cancel it. So if you've made a mistake and you need to retrieve the document back, you can cancel that in real time as well. What's really nice about this particular workflow though, guys, is if you want, you can manually move the candidate to place when it's been signed by both parties, or we have got some automation built into the platform for this. To set the automation up, you can go to settings, you can go to marketplace, and then you can go into the sign request tile. Okay, left click, and then go into additional configuration. These two options here are essentially automation out of the box. And as you can see, as soon as the document's been signed by Susan and Donna, it will automatically move the candidate to the place stage, automatically for me, no interaction needed at all. It can also, by doing that, send an email to the job owner and the accounts team to let us know that's happened. So i.e. your job finishes at offer, you give it to the candidate to sign it, you give it to the recruiter to countersign. When it's been signed by all parties, it then automatically moves the candidate to placed and sends an email to the job owner and the accounts team. It's a really nice way, particularly if you've got high volume temp or contract, it's a nice way to get the automation workflows built in. How are you getting on, Donna? Have you signed the documents yet?
So I've signed as the candidate, and I've just hit sign for the counter. So yeah, pretty quick. Quick. Yeah.
Perfect. And again, what we can do in here, we can go into offer as received. We can see the Susan Radkins. And like I say, when that's been signed by both parties, that will take a few seconds to come through. That will automatically move that candidate to the place stage for me, which is a really, really nice workflow in Vincere. The nice thing about the automation is the new VINNY chat notifications hub. So as soon as this happens, you obviously get emails, but you also get real-time notifications. So as soon as that's happened, you'll be alerted straight away that a placement's been made, and your consultants haven't had to do any of that admin work to do it. It's just happening in the background for them. So it is a really, really nice workflow on the platform.
Push notification for UApp users as well, for new placements being made. So it can get quite annoying. You might want to turn that one off. There it is.
And again, if you just heard that bell, guys, that's the automation.
Ding, ding.
So we've got a ding ding, the gong's been rang, and we can see a notification. A placement's been made by Donna Owen for Susan Radkins. I haven't done anything. Donna hasn't done anything. All they've done is sign the document, and then Vincere has automatically moved Susan Radkins into placed in the place chevron, and we get an alert on the Vincere app. I've just had an alert through my Apple Watch, I've had an alert through my mobile app. I'm just hearing money in my head because we've made a placement automatically in the background. Really, really nice workflow there for you. You're probably wondering, though, great, but how do we find the docs? Where do we get to them? Do I have to click into Susan's profile? Do I go to the company? Do I go to the client? Donna, how do the guys on the call find these docs?
Okay, so just like everything else, we have kind of central hubs where everything is held. So I seem to talk a lot about the back office stream, but there are a couple of real quick wins for the back office team. And we all know if we keep those guys happy, then we're all happy, right? So
absolutely.
Can we hop over into our back office stream, Matt, into pay and bill? You may have noticed, guys, if you are a Vincere user and you're extremely hawk-eyed, that this has had a little bit of a makeover over the weekend. So we gave it a little bit of a nip and a tuck, and it looks really nice and clean now. So instead of having the drop downs that we had before, you've now got the 4 tabs really, really clear across the top left hand side: timesheets, invoices, there's sign request, and then we've got your file library, which is really the money shot. So if I hop into the sign request, we can just see all of the documents that have been generated or created, and you can see all the different types of documents. Obviously, you've got your filters, which is you're probably very used to in Vincere. If you wanted to look at a particular type of document, if you wanted to look at documents that have been signed, or indeed all documents that are pending a signature from either a candidate or a counter signature as well. So you can do that chasing piece. The last thing you want is to have any documents which have been signed by your candidates that are waiting for one of your team to sign in order to be able to get that placement over the line. But you know what? Sometimes we do drop the ball. We're super busy. So this is just going to help you and act as a bit of a safety blanket for you, just to make sure there's nothing left to do. So you can always see who's next and who has to do what. Let's hop into my favorite location in Vincere, the file library. So as you know, every document that you hold across the whole of your Vincere system is all centrally located in your file library, and sign request documents are no different, whether it be those NDAs, whether it be your terms of business, whether it be your offer letter. But in here, we can actually view the documents themselves. So we can go in and actually see that document. And what's really, really cool is that you're able to get some narrative around that document, and kind of who signed it, where they were when they signed it, by going into to a log. So this is a signing log, and sign request will generate one of these automatically for you for every single document in your system. It will tell you exactly who signed it, the IP addresses. You can get as granular as you want. So if you ever get audited, you don't have to be furrying around in filing cabinets, dare I say, looking for bits of documents and trying to kind of, get everything together. Just give them this one tab, and everything is there, ready to be audited. So okay,
again,
Matt, did I miss anything?
No, absolutely. This is a really great part of Vincere because it may be seen a bit boring, but for back office staff, it's a real dream just because it's all in one place. As you can see, you can filter by sign request log. You can see Suzanne, we did about 2 minutes ago. We had Jackie in there, it was about 10 minutes ago. Just don't forget as well, you've also got your smart views in here. So this view we've got right now is the expiry view. You can have a default view as well. You can also have a verification view if you need to verify documents. You can also build your own view. So any view you want in here that's going to make your life easier in the back office, you can come to these two boxes, your smart views, set them up, and then save that for moving forward.
Yeah,
that's kind of a nice area where everything's stored.
Yeah, good one. Matt, do we have time for a bit of VINNY chat?
We do. We've always got time for VINNY chat, Donna. Yeah. So we'll finish up with sliding in your DMs, as I always like to do. So what you can do, guys, we've got those documents signed. I've got it signed for Jackie Weaver. If I now need to share that with the compliance team and they need to see it, all I've got to now do is go into VINNY chat. So top right-hand corner, Comms Hub. That's going to open up. And then hopefully you're already all aware and using VINNY chat. But if you're not, you can have private groups in here, public groups. We've got a group called Terms of Business Signed, where we share it all so the compliance team can get on it straight away. If I want to share this now with my colleagues in the group, all I have to do is go to the plus, bottom left-hand corner, and append a file. So append a file, choose which file I want to append. So for example, it's actually Jackie Weaver's Terms of Business. So start typing the contact name, click through to Jackie Weaver as the contact, and then it takes me straight into her files. So those two files we did live on the call about 10 minutes ago are both in here, and I can choose to share directly with my colleagues in the group. One click, hit enter, good to go. Anybody in this group now can jump on here on their mobile, remember, mobile friendly and the web app, and they can view those documents within Vincere in real time. So it's another really nice way to just that seamless sharing, particularly while people are working from home or if you've got global offices. It's a nice way for that two-way communication.
It's a great workflow as well, to have that as that's your process. You send out your terms of business, you mark it as a comment, it moves that person through to the right stage of the CRM, and then the documents are sent across, and that person is then ready to validated and ready to work with. It's a really nice workflow and a real kind of USP as well. I don't think there aren't any other platforms that you can communicate with each other in that way. It's really special.
Absolutely. And again, we've run through that, guys, in today's session. It's a really easy process to set up and be used. And as you've just seen me and Donna using this live on the session, we are going to follow up with a cheat sheet afterwards. So the start of the session, guys, we gave you a poll and most of it was manual. People were using kind of, documents and signatures manually. Have we changed your mind? There's going to be another poll appear on your screen in the next 5 seconds or so. After today's session, what are you going to use? Let us know in the poll. So you're going to start using it yes today, maybe yes when you have time over the next few weeks, maybe something to consider. No, it's not for me. You hate it, or you do prefer, you're ink and feather. Thank you very much. Do let us know.
We are a bit cheeky, aren't we?
Cool. So the feedback looks like yes today, or yes when I have time, or maybe, which is great. Really good. Definitely have a look, guys, because it should just move your business to the next level of automation. Just to finish up, guys, one thing we'd like to say is make sure everybody on the call has downloaded the new VINNY mobile app. It's brand new, it's version 2. It's had a real nice look and feel, and you can pretty much do most things you can do on the web app on the mobile app. So it's available in both dark mode and light mode. You can do voice to text, you can move candidates through the stage, access the live list. Really great. So it's available both on iOS and Android. No excuses. Make sure you all download it after the call and start using it with your teams.
Analytics on holiday. Dream.
Sat by the beach when we can finally go away again, looking at all those billings. Yeah, what more would you want when you're on holiday?
Wonderful.
We've also got obviously more webinars. So this is part 2 of the recruitment contact series. We also offer webinars every week, every month. There's on demand, there's live. Head to vincere.io/webinars to book onto those. Hopefully, we'll do as many more of these as you want. Hopefully you find use out of them. We also have the private training academy. So if you join this session today and you think this looks fantastic, but I don't really know what to do, don't really know where to start, first have a look at the cheat sheet, follow it along, see if you can set it up. If you can't and you want a bit more hand-holding, come into the help center, search for Training Academy. one of our trainers will reach out and we'll set this up bespoke for you. We'll help you build the terms in there. We'll help you set the workflows up. We'll help you assign requests. We don't need hours and hours and hours. We need a few hours of your time, and then we'll get this set up and live for you. That's enough of me talking. We're going to stick around, guys,